Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. We're going to hop on today and Punchline's in the game. So I thought we'd go over kit, see what we got going on. I'll make my usual disclaimer that I make before all these kit reveals, as I'm not the best at reading these. So if I get something wrong or I may say something that looks a little out of whack, you know, it should be expected. I just don't read these. I don't have the imagination a lot of you theory crafters do. You know, you guys do an amazing job at putting some of these teams together. I just don't have that knack for it. And then at the end, I think we'll just, for shits and giggles, we're going to take a legendary to rank 10 just to have a little bit more fun. So let's hop into Punchline. Alexis K, aka Punchline, is the Joker's accomplice after obsessing over him. She's a serial killer and leader of the Royal Flush Gang. All right, so let's get into our ultimate, which is called Special Blend. Special Blend applies Punchline's Special Blend to all enemies for one turn. Special Blend deals 200% of superpower damage when applied and causes enemies to have a 50% chance to miss basic attacks. That's pretty good, I would think. Cool little, I wonder if she's going to have this some kind of can animation where she douses them in this green stuff or throws a big old can of it and explodes all over them. We'll have to wait and see. Level 2, the duration increases for 2 turns. So that means 2 turns are going to have a 50% chance to miss. And then at level 3, 70% chance to miss basic attack. Wow, that's not bad. That's definitely getting in there and making people miss and making people not be able to hit you, which is good. They can't hit you. They can't damage you. Longer time for you to do your thing. Interesting that it deals 200% superpower damage. Because the Joker does. I don't think the Joker does superpower damage, but we're going to look at him in a second. Her basic is Twin Knives, attacks an enemy 2 times, which makes sense. You got 2 knives, might as well attack twice. 60% attack as physical damage. Increases to 65%, which isn't much. I think I'd like to see it a little bit higher. If the target is affected by Special Blend, Punchline does an additional basic attack, so that's nice. So Special Blend out there. If it's on there for 2 turns, chances are she's going to come around again. And she's going to do it a triple basic attack, basically, once you get that maxed out. So that's pretty nice. Evasion, Punchline gains 1 stack of dodge. At level 2, Punchline gains 2 stacks of dodge. Punchline will perform her basic attack directly after using her advanced attack. Now, my only question with dodge is if you have dodge, you have a stack of dodge and someone tries to hit you, do you lose the stack? Or do you keep that stack to your next turn? So I'm thinking because it stacks, you lose it when someone tries to hit you, or because if she's doing 2 stacks, I mean she's going to be unhittable. So I'm curious how that works. I'm not very familiar with dodge because I just started working on Cheshire, so I'll be curious to see what you guys think how dodge works. If that means if it works that way, like when someone tries to hit her, boom, she loses it, or if it just stays on her whole turn. And then her ultimate is Resilient Fighter. Whenever an attacker that targets Punchline misses, increase her attack by 8% for 3 turns. And then additionally, when Punchline is in the same team as the Joker, Punchline gives 1 stack of dodge to the Joker at the start of every turn. So at the start of every one of her turns, she's given Joker a stack of dodge. This increases to 10% her damage, and then it increases to the whole battle once you get it to level 3. So the stack of dodge to Joker again. Does it mean he gets one, and if someone tries to hit him, it's gone? Or if he's keeping it all the way till he takes a turn, and then he loses it, and then her next turn, she's giving it right back to him. Interesting mechanic there. I know a lot of people weren't happy with Joker, thinking he might be a bit squishy. If you can't hit him, it doesn't matter. So definitely helps out Joker. I do want to talk about, though, this superpower damage versus the physical damage. So if we go to Joker, I don't think Joker does anything with superpower damage. There he is. Yeah, Chattering Teeth doesn't do anything. That's all based on that. This is just him adding more devuts. Physical damage. Each time Tommy Gun followed. Maybe the acid... even the acid flower physical damage. So he's pretty much all physical damage. Okay. Yep, so if we come back to her... Special Blend kind of makes me interested and makes me think. So Special Blend deals 200% of superpower damage. She's a DPS. She's blue, which you pair up well with him. He's going to give you 50% superpower damage just on his synergy. So if you put her with him, is she now doing 250% superpower damage right here. So if she's hitting hard enough, and I don't know, we'll have to wait for her badge and things like that and see what her kind of her base attack is. But 4 attack, 2 speed, 250% superpower damage on her ultimate's probably going to be pretty nice, I would think. We'll have to wait and see for the rest of her stuff to come out, but I think that might be an option as well if you don't want to run her with Joker. You know, she might work well with Mr. T. So yeah, that superpower damage, very interesting. The only other thing we'll do is we'll look at her tag. She's of course a villain, and Gotham, no Arkham or anything like that. She's tactical, blue. All right, guys, we're over here in synergies, and as you can see, she does not have a synergy at all. No synergies whatsoever for her. So no synergies for either of these epics this time around, which is kind of a break from the norm. Usually one of the epics had a synergy and was really good. So no synergy for her. I'm still curious, like I said, Mr. T. Yeah, so if we take a look at Mr. T's synergy here at rank 10, 50% increased superpower damage and defense for the front row during the first 3 rounds. With that dodge, maybe she put her in the front row, you know, and she's dodging, you can't hit her. Who knows? Some interesting stuff that people are going to be able to mess around with her and put her in different places. I don't know if that whole adding that 1 stack of dodge to the Joker every turn is enough to force you to have to make her be with the Joker or not. You know, I'm sure when people get this character, they'll play around with her and they'll figure it out. But those are 2 teams, you know, obviously the Joker, which just looked like what they intend for her, but also that Mr. T team up in that superpower damage. You know, if she's doing 200 and you're doing 250, if you know, she has potential to really hit hard. If you look at someone like, where's Hal Jordan at? You know, he's doing superpower damage equal to 80% of his attack. She's doing 200. So if they give her any kind of good base attack, wow, she might hit hard. But that's her kit. That's what she's looking like. Let me know what you think. Excited, not excited? Does she look cool? Does she look blah? I'll be interested to see. Like I said, that Mr. T team has me very interested. So we'll see what her base stats are like, and we'll see what her badge is like. And if they continue to pile on the attack, which I think they would, she's a DPS, could be very, very interesting. All right, guys. Now for the last thing we're going to do, we're going to take a legendary to rank 10 just for fun. And here we are. So we're at Zod. I thought I was going to have to wait till reset, but somewhere along the line over the weekend, I picked up an 8th medal. And so we've got 140. We've got 800. Oh, actually, we're doing pretty good. And here we go. A rank 10 Zod. Let's see what that unlocked me here. So that got me, if the enemy front row is targeted, also do 100 damage to the back row. So now we're doing front and back, so that's nice. What was the other one that popped off here? Was it that one? I think it was. Oh no, it was this one. If 2 or more Kryptonians are on General Zod's team, reduce General Zod's ultimate cost by 2. So there we go. And I know it increases his affinity, so now we've maxed this out. So the first time an ally is defeated, they are revived at 30% and instantly use their ultimate for free. So I've got this stoked out. I just need Firestorm now. So just Zod's done. Soups is next. I think we'll go in. I think I have 50 of him, so I just need 90 more. Should take me a couple months. And we'll go ahead and knock him out. And there we are. Alrighty, guys. Well, there's Punchline's kit for you. Some superpower damage, some physical damage, dealing out some dodge to the Joker if she's paired with him. Some things to look at, some things for those theory crafters and those other guys to, once they unlock her, to put them together with some of these characters that I don't have, and see what kind of fun she could be. I'm hoping she works well with that Mr. T team, and maybe if I get lucky and get her, we can throw her on there. But well, we'll wait and see for her badge to come out, and then we'll get the full picture. So, alrighty, guys. Well, best of luck to you out there on those mother box pulls. I'm assuming most people probably are saving for Punchline, so I hope you get a ton of copies of her. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.